Let h be the function given by h of x equals the sine of x. The period of function k is twice the period, okay? And we also have a horizontal shift of negative pi. Okay, and then we are going to rewrite this. Now this looks a little odd, but recognize that the h really is the sine, and I'm not going to put an x there. They're wondering what should go inside of here. Well, let's first talk about the shifts here. So I think the shift will be the easiest way for us to look at our options if you remember this part, okay? So the first thing is that remember, if we're going to go minus pi, we need to do the opposite. So inside I need to have an x plus pi because it always lies to me on the outside or in the inside. And now I'm going to decide what the period is, this b value, in just a second. So I'm looking up above for an x plus pi. Only one option exists there because it needs to be in parentheses. I don't see that. I'm going to show you what it could look like if it wasn't in parentheses in just a second. So I already know, by the way, the answer is D just from this format. But let's go to the next part just to be able to share this with you. It says the period is twice. Well, up here we have a 1 in front of the x. So if I take 2 pi and divide it by whatever number is stuck with the x, I end up with the period length. So the period length of h of x is 2 pi. And we know that the period of k of x needs to be twice this. So if I take it times 2, I need to get a 4 pi. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, okay, 2 pi divided by whatever this b value is that needs to go in front needs to equal 4 pi for this new function. So this b value is the value that goes right here. I'm going to cross multiply. I get 2 pi equals 4 pi b. I divide by 4 pi, I divide by 4 pi, and you can see when this simplifies, I end up with 1/2. This is what I want. I want 1/2 times the quantity x plus pi. That's right here. Now you may be saying, like, but why isn't C right? Now, these would be equivalent if they had distributed and they would put 1/2 x plus 1/2 pi. And it would have been equivalent then, but they didn't do that, right? They're just trying to see if you're paying close attention to details. Correct answer is D.